Hello, and welcome back to my new channel, Storytime, Read With Me. I'm Kathleen Francis, and in celebration of National Poetry Month, I thought we would look at a volume of one of my favorite poets' work, Kahlil Gibran, The Prophet. Now, before we do, we'll take a minute or two to learn a little bit more about the author. Kahlil Gibran was born in 1883 and left this earth in 1931. He was a poet, philosopher, and artist born in Lebanon and moved with his family to the United States in 1895. He held his first art exhibition in Boston in 1904 and went to Paris in 1908 for 2 years to study with Rodin, who compared his mystical drawings and his paintings to the work of William Blake. In 1912, Gibran settled in New York City, where he became the leader of a Lebanese literary circle and devoted himself to writing in both Arabic and English and to his painting. His books, which have sold more than 10 million copies in English alone, have won the love of readers all over the world. Here is a very well-known self-portrait. And to give you more perspective on what he was doing with this collection of 28 essays, it would do to tell you that this is the most famous work of spiritual fiction of the 20th century. Or it is considered such. It is rooted in Gibran's own experience as an immigrant, and it provides inspiration to anyone feeling adrift in this world in flux. He's writing as a prophet named Al-Mustafa, who is about to board a ship to travel back to his homeland after 12 years in exile. And he is stopped by a group of people who ask him to share his wisdom before he leaves. In 28 poetic essays, he does so, offering profound and timeless insights on many aspects of life, including love, pain, friendship, family, beauty, religion, joy, sorrow, and death. This was an immediate success when first published in 1923 and has been translated into more than 40 languages and is now a modern classic. The message it imparts of finding divinity through love made it to the Bible of 1960s culture and continues to touch the hearts and minds across generations and national borders. Okay, and with that, we will read one of my favorite selections from this collection. And the weaver said, "Speak to us of clothes." And he answered, "Your clothes conceal much of your beauty, yet they hide not the unbeautiful. And though you seek in garments the freedom of privacy, you may find in them a harness and a chain. Would that you could meet the sun and the wind with more of your skin and less of your raiment. For the breath of life is in the sunlight, and the hand of life is in the wind. Some of you say, 'It is the north wind who has woven the clothes we wear.' And I say, aye, it was the north wind. But shame was his loom, and the softening of the sinews was his thread. And when his work was done, he laughed in the forest. Forget not that modesty is for a shield against the eye of the unclean. And when the unclean shall be no more, what were modesty but a fetter and a fouling of the mind? And forget not that the earth delights to feel your bare feet, and the wind longs to play with your hair." Well, today's edition of Storytime Read With Me is short and sweet. I do hope this has been a pleasure for you. It was for me. And that it inspires you to explore more poetry and to learn more about this poet and his work. Take care, everyone, and have a great night.